He purr so loud.
He loud purr.
He purr so loud. Morning, everybody.
I'm glad he doesn't hate me after yesterday.
No.
He didn't eat his pill, so I put it in his mouth, and because he'd already like gotten it wet, it was like sort of dissolving. The vet said they don't taste good.
Yeah. He's fine. I can't pill him like that. It's real hard for me. And then there are my creatures who woke me up hunting sky raisins this morning. I'm sorry, Renee. When you don't take pill, consequences. It's true.
I don't think he can connect those thoughts.
Yeah, he I wish he could get that.
He can't.
I wish he understood that part of it.
James says, can you not put the pill in the food? We do. It's also inside of a pill pocket in the food.
Yep.
But somehow he gets it out of the pill pocket.
It's rare,
and eats
though.
Everything else.
It's rare, though. He usually gets it. It's just once, like, maybe once every 2 weeks.
No thoughts had emptier than bowl.
You know, probably once every 2 weeks, he somehow manages to leave the pill, and I'm like, you ate the pill pocket. you ate the pill pocket out of a bowl of food and left the pill. And I'm like, how did you do that?
That bird has a letter for us.
Oh. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. I think the leather's not for us. I think it's just passing through.
Milk and honey.
Anyway, hi everybody. Lot of wild stuff since last breakfast stream.
Mm-hmm.
Like this snack.
Tarzan's subtle snack, Tiny Eddie's fizzy gritty bites.
Gritty the mascot?
Gosh. This is one of those rare occasions where I'm eating.
Oh, sorry.
If you could do.
That was 1,000 bits from Tiniest of Kitties. The other morning I woke up from a dream in which Stephen handed me an everything but the bassoon slush. Thanks for the snack, Eddie. Fizzy gritty bites.
I don't want a bassoon in my slushie. So I think that that's good.
But will you eat fizzy gritty bites?
That's carbonated sand.
Ah. Where's Thomas?
So, like, no. No, I don't. Just little clumps of sand with, like, pop rocks in them or whatever. Like, that just sounds terrible.
It's been a long time since I've had Pop Rocks. Cap, go get me Pop Rocks.
I guess Tarzan eats sand. There's not much food out in the jungle. I also don't feel like there's much sand in the jungle, but
Yeah, I think it's pretty sandy.
is there sand?
I don't know.
It's like dirt.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you. We got 46 months from Xena Fantasies, 9 months from Ice Storm 144, 16 from Hang W Bernie, 7 months from Owu Uwu Ow my dude, 27 months from The Leaf. During the from Sachi says, so the trash biscuits arrived. It's blue bin collection tomorrow, so that's the only reason it's been found, but it was in that bin since Saturday. Don't shame me for successfully palming them off.
Yeah.
Do what you gotta do. But I hate that. We got 56 months from Jam, 21 months from Sammy Weiss, 16 from KD Rio version 1, 50 months from Spark Strike 13, 48 months, we got a double clap, 48 months from Somber Mink 91, and 12 months from Cyber Seedling. Congrats. We are still in the midst of a train. You'll probably know this, like, Chaz moved the train.
Yeah.
Because it historically has just blocked mouse face.
Mm-hmm.
So you're no longer getting hit by the train.
Great.
better for you.
I see
And-
Chaz cares.
I think Chaz just really wanted it to say Bream for as long as possible. He moved?
Oh, happy boy.
We do love Bream. 18 months from Dual Braids, 50 months from Spin a Trap, 55 from Missing No Leader, 34 from Super Thingamabob, 500 bits from Hotex Page. Appreciate it. Thank you. 300 from Fries Pikachu says, well, that certainly was an interesting direct we had yesterday, especially for Mario fans. It certainly was the land made of milk and honey, as said by Emil. One sugar alert, please. Yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about the direct because it was, you know, there are very few directs where I get loud.
Yeah.
But I got loud because it was something that was like, my particular niche interests. And I was very excited about it.
Every worried child wants Tiny Eddie's Pond Octopus Chewies.
No, we don't.
Octopi famously in the pond. Those bits from One Weird Cat says it's taken only 2 months for me to burn out on my current job. Eddie, any power foods I should eat to get pumped for the job hunt / interview process? I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
I don't know that pond octopus will help you. Maybe. If your job was eating pond octopus, that would also force you to leave quickly. You'd be like, oh no, that's too much.
Tiny Eddie taste tester.
Oh my god. I feel like that's a job that people wouldn't have for very long because they don't survive.
Can you hand me that?
It feels like that would be a threatening. Yeah, you would need hazard
Hold
pay
this.
for that sort of thing.
Thank you. And this is not for Cappies.
He is a tray. I'm glad he is a tray. Anyway, good luck on the job hunt. Hope the job hunt goes well. We also got 46 months from Decoy Troy. Appreciate it, Troy. Ooh, a game.
Two Gerald of Rivia's quest together in this sloppy simulation game.
Sloppily put together. It was made in a weekend. That was bits from Mickey3435. After that amazing direct yesterday, what snack should I eat while I wait for all the amazing games to come out? This one that's less good. It's a sloppy simulation game.
It's thrown together.
It was made in a short amount of time. There's no patches coming. Quest together in this game that was rushed. We got 56 months from Ryan BO6, 39 from Adrian Quayle, and 300 from Owu, who says everyone knows a clown loves octopus. I feel like a octopus is a good clown animal because they're kind of wild looking. They're very smart creatures, but they're wild looking. Anyway, yeah. So that Mario RPG. I know that's not going to be super exciting for everyone, right? Because a lot of people didn't grow up with the game. But man, I was very excited. Oh. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Give me the bird.
It's true. I also thought that there was some legal hell. Yeah, maybe there was, right? Mm-hmm. Maybe it was just solved.
Coffee.
For RPG. Yeah. Maybe they came to an agreement. They were like, let's come together. People want to see this. Cardinal. Well, the zucchini muffin is not as sweet as the cinnamon roll. You okay?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I just forget sometimes.
We had 500 bits from Hawkeye Elite, who says, I got to try Cheerwine for the first time because my local hardware store gets random sodas. It was very good. What is the weirdest soda you've had minus Brainwash? A soda that has capsaicin in it. Moxie is weird.
Yeah, Moxie is weird, but Moxie is good. Someone mailed in like a few weird sodas once.
Yeah.
Like mustard soda
Yeah.
and like buffalo wing soda. And those are ones that like peanut butter and jelly soda. Like those are ones that they're weird in a like a bad way.
Yeah, they're like made to be weird.
They're not. A lot of them aren't. They're not anything you would want again. They're simply a novelty for like, oh, these are bad, and like they taste like the thing, but generally not in a good way.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh. But yeah, Cheerwine is good.
We just picked up some hot Blenheim ginger ale.
Yeah. There's Blenheim is a company that is it's in South Carolina,
It's in
right?
South Carolina.
It's in South Carolina. So like South Carolina, North Carolina, probably Georgia has Blenheim ginger ale, but finding the hot variant is more difficult. And we found some when we went back to South Carolina, and we let Josh and Brandon try it.
On Tuesday.
Yeah. Brandon liked it.
Which is not surprising.
And Josh was like, I'm going to finish this, but I never want this again. And I was like, that's what most people say. They sell it south of the border. So the place that I found it,
There he is.
it's a novelty soda also to me, but it's not marketed as a novelty soda.
No.
It's people drink it, people like it. It's just very rough on your throat.
It's spicy.
It is spicy. Yeah, Haley says great for cocktails. I imagine that
I don't think I'd want it in a cocktail.
I imagine that that's what a lot of people would possibly get it for, is that purpose. Because it's, it hits you. It like really punches you in the back of the throat in a way that generally when I'm drinking a beverage I don't want.
Brandon says 4 pepperoni. Because Genesis asked how many pepperoni.
I mean, that's a lot for a drink.
Yeah.
It does hit you. I just want drinks to generally be refreshing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So,
it's like the opposite
It
of
is
that.
the opposite of refreshing. So, not for everyone. But I would still try, like, when we were talking about, like, the capsaicin drink. Like, I would try something like that. Oh, and Mal made,
Zucchini muffins.
zucchini muffins, because we've been growing zucchinis. And we got, like, a lot.
Brandon says, right? It's exhilarating.
These are good. I had one last night, but I had big. This one's small, which I know now to the audience sounds like an insane thing, but they were different batches.
Well, they were the same batch. I just did the first batch and cooked it and was like, needs a little bit more sugar. So then I added a little bit more sugar.
This is the less sugar variant?
No, I think that's the full sugar variant. That one looks pretty full.
I thought you said the big ones were the ones that were...
There were only 3 of those really big ones. That was the second batch.
Wait, this is the second batch?
Yes.
So these should be sweeter.
Yes.
Is that not what I just said?
Oh, I thought you said that was a first batch one.
No.
Okay.
So these should be sweeter.
Yes. I mean, they're not like cinnamon roll sweet, and you just ate a cinnamon roll. Kimiko says
good.
zucchini multiply when not watched, so be careful. Yeah, I let one go like 2 days too long, and it was like the size of my forearm. It was huge. That's one of them that ended up in the muffins. So I had 4, and I had gotten that food processor for Christmas, and I hadn't used it yet because we were moving and busy. So I was like, this is a good chance. I don't want to really shred 4 zucchini, so I pulled it out, and it shredded them all in like seconds.
Yeah, I'm mostly just happy that they're muffins and not bread. I feel like muffins are better.
They're a single unit.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. You don't have to cut them.
We stand unit in this house. Oh. Well, we stand bite-size unit. Things that you don't have to cut and get a knife dirty.
Vagabond says, if only you had done that for the carrot cupcake stream. Yeah, I'm sure Chaz would have appreciated that.
1 standard steak.
Hi. What's up?
These are really good.
You're making noises, kitty.
You did a good job with these.
Thank you. I have 3 more cups of shredded zucchini in the freezer.
Really?
Uh-huh. It made 5 cups of zucchini.
Are you gonna just make more of these?
Maybe. I did mess up the recipe really bad.
You salvaged it.
I know I did.
You want to tell them how you messed it up?
So I was looking at 2 different recipes, and I was like, okay, this one, and I was looking at it, and I was like, but this one I think would be better. It has a little bit more flavor because it's like more cinnamon and more vanilla. And I was like, I'm going to use this recipe number 2. And recipe 1 called for baking powder and baking soda, and recipe 2 only called for baking soda. So when I started pulling out all my ingredients, I pulled out both baking powder and baking soda. And it's important to note, I decided on recipe 2, which only had baking soda. So then I put in baking powder. And I was like, shoot. Shoot. So, I salvaged it, but it has like a slight bitter taste, I think. But there's chocolate in the recipe. I used like very, very dark chocolate chips. So I think that kind of is also a bitter taste.
You literally can't tell.
Yeah.
At all. The only person that would know that anything was wrong is you, because you made the mistake. I can't taste anything wrong at all. So. S. Wolf Range says, how close are you to finish with the PS2 collection? Is there a list anywhere? There is a list. Someone may be able to provide you with a link in chat to that. It's on... It's stephengeorge.com/about/collection is what it is. Or that helpful tiny CC link. But no, we're not anywhere close. I think we have over 300 games, but that's still like not anywhere close.
Yeah.
Like that's not even 25%. We might be past 15%. Maybe, but we are missing a bunch. We got 300 bits from Shy. It says, Grandma got run over by a hype train. Oh, this is a song. Grandma got run over by a hype train trying to eat breakfast twice a week. You might say there's never too much train bream. But both Kepler and Grandpa disagree. Train bream is something that I didn't think I'd ever say with my human mouth.
You all can hear this noise he's making, right?
Train bream.
He's just kind of going, ooh, hmm.
Little man. We got 47 months from Paper Spyro. 24 months from JT Slasher. Congrats on Sue.
Put your head back.
Do it. I'm trying to take a cute photo of you. 40 Bits of Dishnet says, morning everyone. Just got back from the opening ceremonies of the Olympic Esports Series in Singapore. It was pretty fun. Hopefully y'all are doing great this morning. We're doing pretty good. Thanks for... And I saw that you had posted the photos on Discord. The whole thing is super cool. Whole thing is super cool,
yeah.
And I'm so glad that you got a chance to do that, because that's really amazing. So I don't know if I want to say congrats on that. I don't know. Congrats on that. I just think it's really cool, and I'm glad you got a chance to do it. We got 56 months from Dark Overlord, and 300 bits from Barber Frog says, glad to have finally caught a breakfast stream live. Getting up at 5:30 is a little difficult for me. Either way, very excited because today I'm getting a real desk for the first time instead of just using a plastic table. Nice.
Nice.
It's an upgrade. Like, you can get by using a plastic table, but when you finally have a desk, you're like, oh man, desk. It makes things feel a little more, I don't know, final or something.
Yeah.
In a way that makes my brain get scratched real good. So, yeah, you feel like a pro or something. It's a good experience.
Can you hand me my coffee?
Mm-hmm.
Or take the kitty?
I don't think you want the kitty to leave, do you?
No.
Okay. Scratch your brain with an ice pick.
Oh.
No. So yeah, if you haven't seen, we did release.
This is coffee. You don't like it.
We did release the reaction video
For the direct.
For the direct. So if you want to see us say that did come out. I am very excited about Mario RPG. I think that'll be very, very fun. It's nice also because it's such a unique game and very whimsical. There's a lot of different like fun elements that are not a part of the Mario series in like any other capacity. Like very unique characters and situations and stuff that are really just part of this one game. And for people that haven't had a chance to play it, I think they'll really enjoy it. I think they'll also like it if maybe they were like, they're old enough to have really liked Thousand Year Door, but they're too young to have experienced Super Mario RPG. I think that they'll find that they really like Super Mario RPG. You know, if you're someone who shares the sentiment of like Emil that, you know, the Paper Mario series has gone in directions that like you're like, this isn't quite what I wanted, then I think you'll probably really like Mario RPG. It's very traditional role-playing game and fun. So, and it's not going to be Paper Mario, but like I think it's in the same wavelength. Yeah. And Haley says also if you liked those Mario and Luigi games, yeah, especially those, right? Because there's a lot of, I mean, it's in Paper Mario too, but like in the Mario and Luigi games, there's a lot of timing stuff in the combat, and like that all originates in Mario RPG. So it's a good history lesson no matter what, but it's also just a very fun, whimsical game. So it's super exciting that people are going to get a chance to experience that with a new, you know, coat of paint come November. And then also the other cool thing, Pikmin 4 is very, very soon. It's in less than a month.
Yes.
But Pikmin 1 and 2 were released onto the eShop. And they're getting a physical release too. So we have HD versions of those. So like that's really exciting. That's cool. That's very, very cool. We're actually going to get a chance to try those out.
Yeah.
Did I tell you that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nintendo sent over codes for those. So we'll do first 20s of each of those, of Pikmin 1 and 2, at some point in the next soon. Like in the next
I played through
week or
all
two.
of them when I was recovering from surgery, so
Yeah.
it hasn't been that long.
Yeah. Peachy Pal says 2 does apparently have the silly product placement stripped out, but I'm happy people will be able to play them. Yeah, that's not that surprising.
Yeah.
There is a wild amount of product placement in it,
Ochi
too.
Brochi says, been thinking about Ochi. I saw your tweet. I loved it.
Thinking about that Ochi. Yeah, I overall I was excited. And I was also really excited about Dark Moon
Yeah.
getting on Switch. I thought during the thing, I thought that Luigi's Mansion 1 had been released on Switch, and then after I read the comments, and people were like, nope. And I was like, oh. So, like, what the heck, Nintendo? Where's Luigi's Mansion 1? I wonder if that's getting a remake.
Maybe they're working on it.
It was released on 3DS. That's right. That's why I thought that. Because I was like, I felt like it came out, but no, it was on 3DS. I don't feel like they would remake Luigi's Mansion 1. I don't think they would. But it'd just be nice if it got put onto the eShop or something. I don't know. Just so, you know, we have all the Pikmin games on Switch now. It'd be nice to have like all the Luigi's Mansion games and things like that, so. Yeah. 301 bits from Slick Duke with the George. Star Rain. We got 40 months from Zatum 1. And 313 from Decoy Choices. My vacation starts today. Excited to visit a friend. Less excited to see the Texas heat.
Same. About the heat.
Yeah, I hope that your vacation goes well.
I'm not happy about our heat in North Carolina.
Texas hot. This is a great time to get a cowboy hat. Cowboy hat will keep the sun off of you, and you'll fit in because it's Texas. I'm being sincere. I really think it's a great time to just embrace a cowboy hat. I wear a cowboy hat sometimes.
I know.
You said that with like a slight amount of disdain, so I was just curious how much disdain there is. Is it a lot or just a little bit? I don't mind it. 300 from Cheese Hammer says, so did you see you were on John's stream last night? Apparently you're one of the default characters in the GBA game Herb Sims in the City. Yeah, Mao was telling me about it. And then I looked in the Discord and folks were posting some clips and stuff. And I was like, neat. I'm in a video game. Kinda.
I had just been talking to John prior to stream too.
Yeah. So that was fun. That was a funny thing. I don't mind being used as a character.
Your likeness.
My likeness. Used as a character.
Osik says he also showed off his nails. Yeah, I had been giving him a hard time about that. So.
You were trying to encourage him to do it.
Yes.
That's what you mean.
Yeah. I held up my end of the bargain right before stream. I had been using the color that he picked for me because he was like, I don't know what color to pick, and I was like, send me photos, show me the whole collection. I'll pick. So I picked, and he had like this metal green, blue color, and then like a purple color, and that's what I picked, and they alternate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm slouched down because of Kepler. He's like onto my stomach a bit. So yeah, John picked green and gold metal for me, and I put that on my toes.
What was I talking about? Oh, thing that's important. I gotta remember the thing that's important.
Yeah.
Thing that's important.
What thing?
I'm streaming today.
Oh yeah, that thing.
Wow.
I didn't know where you were going
wow,
with
that
that
thing. It's very important.
We were talking
It's
about
very
John
important.
streaming fingernails.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to make sure that I remember what we're talking about, and I was trying to hold that thought in my brain. It's very important.
Oh, don't kick me.
I'm streaming today at 2 p.m. Eastern. I am trying to remember. Trust me, I've had like that thought, but like lingering and floating around, like in my head of like, what was it? And I grabbed it. Look, no one cares about the Mal Makes cameraman streaming. Yeah, I'm doing a stream today at 2 p.m. I'm actually not sure what I'm doing. I have some vague ideas, but I spent a lot of yesterday getting some of the stream stuff set up.
Yeah.
Because I I'm changing some things in the stream layout because I needed to like the green screen better. So hopefully that works well. Hopefully. Arian says Hollow Knight finally. I mean, I did the Hollow Knight first 20.
Yeah.
I am interested in playing more Hollow Knight, but today I'm planning on doing another variety gaming session. That's what my plan is. I don't know what the games would be, but I have a few different ones that I'm interested in, so I may do that.
Enjoy the brain-watering goodness of Tiny Eddie's cotton candy mushroom and pie fingers.
1050 from Evanderwall, who says, Eddie, give Steven a snack for stream, please. Brain-watering goodness. I don't know if I like that phrase.
Yeah.
Cotton candy mushroom and pie fingers.
Pie. I need to make more pies. Otherwise, I only get pie at Thanksgiving.
Cotton candy mushroom and pie fingers. This is so hard to parse, even without the quotes, which make you feel very uncomfortable. Cotton candy mushroom, what would that even be? Is that a new...
Yes.
Why is pie the one in quotes and not fingers? Like, is that like a unknown mushroom type that we haven't found? Like lion's mane, but this one's cotton candy. Cotton candy mushroom.
Like cotton candy grapes.
And then pie fingers. Yeah, like cotton candy grapes.
Facebook says, I mean, Mal, you could make pie on stream. I can.
I don't think mushrooms go in pie.
What if you have like a
I guess if you have
pie?
a savory pie, yeah. That's true. If you have a savory, it must be a savory pie.
Yeah.
Noted by the phrase cotton candy. My favorite savory pies are cotton candy flavored. Love that. Perfect. Yeah. Anything can go in pie if you're brave enough.
Is that Tiny Eddie's slogan? Anything can be food.
Anything can be food once. Unless it's too hard to bite.
Yeah. There is a mushroom that is sweet because not Food Wishes. The candy company in like Tallahassee.
Oh.
What is their name?
Yeah, I know what the place is.
They made a mushroom hard candy and it was good. And they had used a Lofty Pursuits. Thank you.
Lofty Pursuits, that's it.
Yeah, they had done a mushroom candy. Haley said, "Oh yeah, we bought those. We did too." They were pretty. They were like slightly brown, but like.
I remember getting something from Lofty Pursuits, but I didn't remember.
They were mushroom candies. Like they had taken like culinary mushrooms and turned them into a hard candy.
Yeah, I don't remember. I think we all brought them to the same event. I don't remember.
It was like 2017 or 18.
I don't remember the specific candy that we had. I just remember getting something from Lofty Pursuits because you were very excited about it.
Yeah, it's because it was mushrooms, and I know you liked mushrooms. Okay. I was like, oh, Steven loves to eat mushrooms.
Oh, I don't want to insinuate that they weren't good enough and I can't remember because they weren't good enough. I can't remember because I'm Stephen George.
Haley says it tasted like maple syrup. That was it. That's what they looked like. They were kind of amber colored.
Yeah, I don't remember.
And the type of mushroom was candy cap.
Mushroom people seem like a fun and eclectic bunch.
I'm in a mushroom foraging group.
Really?
For North Carolina, and people are like, ID this please. And people are like finding like lion's mane mushrooms and wood ears.
I mean, foraging for things sounds very fun, but like I think I'd only be willing to forage things that don't have bad clones. It's the phrase when it's like...
lookalikes.
Lookalikes, yeah. Yeah.
So like lion's manes don't have lookalikes.
Yeah, so like that'd be fine.
But yeah, Haley says, please go with a guide. Yeah, there are people who will go out with you and teach you for foraging.
I like the phrase bad clones, to be honest. Yeah, foraging can be a dangerous hobby. Yeah, it could be the last hobby you ever do if you do it badly.
You can also grow your own mushrooms.
Yeah. And I mean, the ones that we've had, like, because we've had some kits for it,
Yeah.
like, they grow very quickly.
Oh, they're fun to grow.
And they are fun, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would only be willing to forge stuff that I knew that I could not possibly screw it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. We get through into bits from Adam Attack, who says, I won't be able to catch the other stream today as I'm going to Six Flags later with friends. Haven't been there since middle school, so I'm pretty excited about it. That's awesome.
I would love to go to Great America.
I just in general, I think it would be fun. We've thrown around the idea of taking the whole Raleigh group to a theme park.
Yeah.
We should do it. We should actually, like, do it.
Go to Carowinds? Or the other one that's the other direction? I forget. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we should come up with a plan and do that. It doesn't have to be terribly far away.
And it also doesn't have to be when it's hot. It could be like later, early fall.
Yeah. Yeah, and we should go in the week, like on a weekday if we can, if people can get off work or something. Yeah, that'd be fun. We've talked about that, and I'm not a big ride person, but I do ride some things.
Dan is.
Dan loves rides. Mm-hmm. I just want to go and eat the funnel cake and just take it in. We should go to the one Alex's ride is at, but that was like Texas or something. Yeah, I don't really want to go to Texas. That's like a long drive.
Oh, Iron Girl, you work at Bristol? I have another friend who works at Bristol. Or did, like, 10 years ago.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't think they do.
Oh, I had two friends that worked.
Yeah,
but it was 10 years ago for both of them.
Yeah, it's been a while at this point. Yeah. Oh, Alex says, I think the Justice League ride I worked on is at basically every Six Flags now. Neat. Yeah, Alex worked on a few different theme park rides. Alex, you should come on to breakfast stream at some point and talk about that. That would be neat. I think people would really like to hear about that sort of thing, because you've worked on several things.
Yeah.
He made roller coasters. Well, he didn't make roller coasters. Alex isn't like a engineer.
Yeah.
He worked on what do they call? What's the official name for like
Alex,
the
what are those
gaming
called?
roller coasters? What are those called? Like is it like a 4D experience or whatever? I don't know what they call them. They're
dark rides.
Yeah, they're dark. Is there not?
But they're like simulator dark rides.
Yeah,
right?
isn't there more to it than just dark ride?
Interactive.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it, probably. Yeah, Alex worked on interactive dark rides and was working on like the computer part. Mm-hmm. Because Alex, I don't know if you knew this, Alex does the computer. Oh, interesting. Decoy Choice says, I remember when you guys mentioned it, but he was still under NDA, so you couldn't discuss any details. Yeah, that sounds likely. We're just like, man, Alex doing this cool thing. Anyway, we'll tell you later.
He do the computer.
Back him on. No way, I do the computer too. Is he free now? I think Alex is allowed to talk about things. I'm pretty sure. I don't know, that could be fun. We could do an Alex stream, and Alex could talk about, because Alex has done a lot of different things. Like he's worked on like the interactive dark rides, but then also he's worked at like game studios
and apps.
And
game apps.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like Alex helped ship which Call of Duty was it? Is it?
He says,
it's Infinity War, right?
Some are dark rides where you ride on a track, and some are motion platform theater shows where the entire audience is on a moving gantry in front of a dome screen.
Yeah. Some were VR games with motion capture, etc. Yeah, the space one. It's Infinity War because I remember it's only one letter off from Infinity Ward. So that's it. In the Black Eyed Peas game. That's the greatest thing Alex has ever worked on, I think. Oh, yeah. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. I was pretty close with Infinity War, but I'm realizing now that that's a comic book thing. Sorry, I've never seen the comic book thing, so in my brain I was like, Call of Duty, Infinity War. That's correct. Infinite Warfare is almost that.
I can't believe Alex is an Avenger.
Yeah, I think he is. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, yeah, we should do that at some point. That's a fun thing. Just show up. Sometimes, like, just show up next week and be like, I'm gonna talk about this. Chaz, keep taking one leather off. New Wario game, Infinity. Wah. I love it. We had 31 months from Cody the Positron. Cody, thank you. Oh, Alex says the best part was when you fight your way through a bunker so you can launch a Russian nuke at Thanos. Perfect. There was a WarioWare game announced yesterday. I forgot. Honestly,
I got swept aside and they're like, Mario RPG?
Well, the other thing that was weird is that we spent a lot of time, like, debating whether one existed or not.
Yeah.
So, you know, does it even... It's I don't know, it's a weird thing because that other Wario game must have come out not long ago. Thanos? Is it Thanos? Just as they sent you garlic. That's right! I remembered the garlic more than the game. I don't know what that says about the game. The game wasn't bad. It was pretty standard WarioWare fare, but like you do tend to remember if Nintendo sent me a box of garlic. Like that sits in my head better.
I think we kept one because Kepi liked them.
Oh, it was 2021. That's not long ago. Is that going to be the new schedule? Is like we're going to release WarioWare games every 2 years? Jeez. Morning, Roland.
Roland
said, me too. Yeah, it was, the fact that was only 2 years ago is like... soon. It's just really soon. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's other games I'd rather have.
Someone had said, when are they going to revive Rhythm Heaven? Yeah,
well,
like that.
Well, isn't the same team that works on WarioWare the same ones that work on Rhythm Heaven?
I guess so.
I don't know if it's the exact same team or not. I think it is. Like, don't stop making WarioWare. We already got one. We got one 2 years ago. Do a Rhythm Heaven. It's the same folks, right? Yeah, that's why the art style is so similar. I would like it if there was a new Rhythm Heaven game.
Yeah.
You know, personally. It's been a bit. If you like Rhythm Heaven, Melatonin is amazing. I'm assuming that's a game, but it just seems ominous. Like, if you like Rhythm Heaven, take one of these before bed because like I haven't heard of Melatonin, so I need to check that out. We had 10 months from Richard Ashby. Appreciate it. Thank you. Sorry, I'm just gonna like
make a note.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a note, but I just want to. I guess I have to type game after Melatonin, or Google's not gonna be kind to me. Melatonin.
Hi. Time to flip?
Oh, that's so interesting.
What?
I haven't seen this before. This is like completely new to me. I just did a Google search. My search term was melatonin game, and then under that, it's like the categories of all the different things that you can do on Google. So that's where it would be like images, shopping, videos, whatever.
Yeah.
So under it, because I guess I typed in game, my options are videos, gameplay, platforms, reviews, guides, perspectives, tips and tricks, unlockables. That's interesting. I've never seen that before.
Play it today. As a reminder, Steven is streaming today.
I am doing a stream today. Neat.
Liberty says the only thing that sucks is it's very short. I need more lo-fi Rhythm Heaven games.
That's very neat.
Interesting, Brandon. Good to know. The G in Google stands for gamer.
Oh. gamers of... I don't have the energy for that. As soon as I started, I was like, oh my god, there's too many letters. I can't. That is the fastest I've ever quit an activity in my life. Oh man, an acronym. I quit. I don't want to have anything to do with this. Thanks for pretending to try. I think if I had been more awake, I would have known to not have even tried. But I wasn't awake enough to know that. So I started and then was like, what are you doing? Don't try. And I was like, I'm not going to try. This is too hard. I am excited about playing some games, though. I want to, I do want to, like, play a game, right? Like, dedicate time to a single game.
Yeah.
That's, like, important to me. But also, there's still, like, a bunch of different things going on. Steam just did the Next Fest, or it's still going on, where, like, they're trying to get indie developers to release demos of their games.
Yeah.
So there's a ton of demos out right now on Steam. And there's some games that do look really good. So I was planning on picking out a few of those and playing those today. That was my hope. So.
What if I stream random garbage games on the PS2? Competing stream.
We have a plan for that.
I know.
Okay, so yeah, even Chaz, like, we literally have a plan for that.
I know.
Okay, well then, those are called retro streams, and they're in the works. Chaz is working on it. Don't freak him out. It's we're getting there. We're you know, that's a plan.
Kepler turned into a puddle on my lap. And, like, he had his little, like, skin arm flap out, so he was, like, just melting onto my lap. Are you offended?
He is offended. He's very offended. So Dwight says, so fortune cookie. Well, no. Fortune cookie is, that's what John does. We would not do that. It would not be called that, and it would be different. But we like to think about it as, like, similar in structure to how Extra Life would work, but not exactly. It's very much a work in progress. So talking about it now is, like, somewhat worthless, but it is something that Chaz is, like, figuring out.
Yeah.
So the idea is that there would be the entire gaming library, and that we would be playing them. So people would be able to vote on what we play.
See, my thought was we were talking about rhythm games, and there's just some really bad rhythm games on PS2.
Bad?
There's also some really good ones. Mad Maestro is not good.
Oh, I've never played Mad Maestro. I've played Frequency and Amplitude.
Yeah, there's also Guitaru Man.
Yeah, Guitar Man's very good.
Yeah, that one's good.
Yeah.
Mad Maestro is not that.
Wouldn't you have to have all the consoles set up at once? Nope. Nope. In fact, I can't do that. That's impossible. It's so difficult. Instead, things would be set up. I'd have a station, but I'd just quickly set up a console. I have like plans for things. One step at a time. Getting Mallory started streaming, a step.
Yeah.
Getting back, like, doing solo streams again, a step. Tabletop's the next thing. We have it set up, so we should probably figure out when we're gonna do that. It's a work in progress. We 300 for Satsy. It says, sitting here with sore hands, debating giving up playing games so I can keep drawing. It's not arthritis yet, anyway. But I don't want to risk it either. So much Tears of the Kingdom to still play, so much Petey Piranha to race with, but so much art to do. Well, limited capacities.
Yeah.
Trying to, like, learn limits and learn what you, like, how much time you can put into things is helpful, I'm sure. But otherwise, I just wish you good vibes. there's been I have some friends who have arthritis, and they're also gamers, and it's a struggle. But the way that they tend to deal with it is like being very cautious and limiting their time whenever they're doing stuff. So yeah, it says they're sore from typing today. Yeah, I hate that for you. And I deal with that also, depending on what I'm doing specifically, like
how you're sitting,
how I'm sitting. The thing that comes back for me is ulnar nerve stuff.
Yeah.
I always have to be careful of how I'm sleeping. That's the big thing. But also, depending on how I'm working, or like how my arms or whatever are, like that I can get problems again. So yeah, it's fine. 26 months from Noir Kitty. Thank you.
Coffee.
3 different Full Metal Gears that says, speaking of rhythm games, y'all should check out No Straight Roads. It's a very fun boss rush style game that implements rhythm into the combat. It is a very stylized art style. Great writing and a fantastic soundtrack. Neat. I've never heard of No Straight Roads either. There's another rhythm game that it was actually in my lineup for First 20.
Yeah.
A long time ago, and I never got around to actually doing it, which is common. Like, I usually have this many games, and then I play this many. Sayonara something Hearts? Lonely Hearts? Sayonara... I don't remember what it's called. Wild Hearts. Sayonara Wild Hearts. Yeah. Like, that game I had heard was really, really good, and I had that in the lineup to play for First 20 at some point. And then we ended up not doing it, but that was one that was considered, so... Yeah. And a lot of times it's not even that things get taken off the list because they're
yeah.
Well, certainly not permanently, and then they don't get taken off because something else won out. A lot of the time it's just it's like personal preference for like that day. You know, like I'm looking at games and I'm like, I'm not in the mood this second to play this. I would rather play this. So they're both great. It's just it's like I chose to play this. Yeah. Although there are certain genres that I gravitate towards.
Yeah.
Like I do like card-based games. Mm-hmm. I do like retro shooters. And if a retro shooter comes up, then a lot of times I'm like, oh, I would like to play that. I want to go fast and do this. Something fun about that. We got 16 months from It's Darkman 64. Thank you. And 300 from Barber Frog says, fun fact, the Wii turns 18 next year, which means every new adult in 2024 onwards will have never lived in a world before the Wii existed. Oh. It also means that we're definitely well into the time of like there's a whole subset of people that like have never played the Wii because the Wii is like too retro for them. So that's cool. That's a neat thing. Liberty says, do not say Wii is retro. Oh, Wii is retro.
Yeah.
Wii is retro before I ever said that. Sorry. Retro is retro is just like a concept, right? Like it means different things to different people. For me, I've always felt very strongly that there is current gen, there is last gen, and then there is retro. Everything that is prior to last gen is retro. So current gen is gens mean nothing now, right? Because the way video games are released and distributed and how consoles come out is completely different from how I grew up. But that would mean that like Switch is current, Wii U is last gen, and then Wii is retro. Yeah. It's fun to think about. Mm-hmm. Video game generations don't really exist now, because we're getting like incremental updates to consoles, and like, you know, we went from PS4 to like PS4 Pro, the Xbox whatever to the Xbox whatever X time whatever. It doesn't make sense anymore. It's fine. It doesn't have to make sense. It's just, it's hard whenever your entire life has been thinking about things into these neat categories and they don't exist anymore.
Haley says Xbox One X 2 box.
That, as far as I know, is the name of the Xbox. I have no idea. It's fine. Sorry, I was scrolling up.
Alex had asked if you'd
Coffee.
there.
Have you heard of Slayer's X Terminal Aftermath Vengeance of the Slayer? It's a cool looking 90s style shooter. Yes, I got an email for that. Yeah, and it's from, because I saw someone else mention it. Yeah, it's from the guy who made Hypnospace Outlaw. And I have a copy of Hypnospace. The developer of Hypnospace Outlaw and Reed know each other pretty well.
Yeah.
I think it's because Fangamer did the physical version for Hypnospace. I have a physical copy of Hypnospace. So like, Slayer's X looks neat, but also I'm like, should I play Hypnospace first?
Vagabond says Slayers has a demo.
Okay. So there's lots of different things. Yeah, Hypnospace is supposed to be very, like, it's extremely niche, but if that niche is your niche, you're going to be like, yeah, I should try it at some point. It won't be today, because I'm going to be doing stuff on the computer today, and I have Hypnospace for the Switch, so I need to play it in this room. I can move consoles in there, but I just don't want to. I'm like, there's plenty of computer games. Like, I'll play something on the computer. We got 300 from Will Peters. It says, fun fact, even though I know it's going to go over your head, if you remember the third Pokemon movie, the movie we got is not the movie that was envisioned. I mean, I saw that movie.
Pretty sure I only saw the first one, so.
I saw the third Pokemon movie, like, the opening weekend. The reason I know that is because when I was at home on Sunday, I was looking through drawers, and I have the ticket stub for Pokemon 3, and it's laying in that drawer. So I still have the ticket from when I went to that movie, and it's just in the drawer of my dresser. And I have found it before, but I never like got rid of that. I was like, oh, might as well just leave this sitting here. So like, that's neat. That's neat. You keep so much stuff. It's easy. You just like don't get rid of it.
Coffee.
No problem. You have a thing, and you're like, this thing, and then you just like don't touch it ever again.
Yeah.
Perfect. Will says, the movie envisioned was that the cast would encounter a T-Rex, not a Pokemon version of T-Rex, an actual T-Rex, going on a rampage and ask the question, what happens to real animals and why Pokemon exist? So that sounds like a movie I'd like to watch. It's like someone has a dog, and there's people throwing Pokeballs at the dog, but it doesn't work on the dog, because it's just a dog. So you admit you're a hoarder. I mean, I feel like I'm definitely not. I know that that's kind of a jokey thing of like, you have all these video games. It's like, yeah, but those are things that I want to collect. The reason I have a ticket stub is like, who knows? I don't know. I was a kid. It was just in a dresser drawer. Yeah. I think there is a lot of stuff still at my parents' house that I need to like deal with.
Yeah.
But it's hard to do that. What's the difference between collecting and hoarding? I think the difference between collecting and hoarding would simply be having a vision of what it is you're trying to do.
Yes.
Because if you're hoarding, then your vision may be too like general or ambiguous, right? If you're collecting, then you have a pretty narrow focus on like what you're trying to attempt. What if your vision is to hoard? Well, then I can't help you. I don't know. They're cousins, I think. That's fair. And as Haley says, the games are organized.
Mm-hmm.
courtesy of Haley and my other friends. I did some stuff.
Yes. Some
stuff. Thank you, Chaz, for rolling beans.
Had you seen him when he was on his back? He had all of his paws in the air.
That's true. Haley. No? Jesus. I would like to avoid that. Alex? In 10 hours. In 10 years.
It's 10 hours.
In 10 hours. Oh, it's going to happen fast. In 10 years, we're going to find Stephen laying on a mattress in a house with empty pizza boxes and Wii games haphazardly piled up to the ceiling. I don't think so. I'd like to, like...
Blipping? Oh,
not,
you
yeah, 10 hours. In 10 hours! My friends love me so much.
They do.
It's an immense amount. 8 p.m. is gonna be rough. $41 months from VCR Son. Thank you.
Friends are just like dragging you through the mud.
It never ends.
Yeah.
It never ends.
Yeah.
So things happening today and soon. Today at 2 p.m. Eastern. That is in 4 hours. So in 4 hours, I will be doing some sort of stream. Likely playing through just a few. No arson allowed. We have streams to do. Mostly probably doing Steam Next Fest demos. That's my suspicion. Just trying out a bunch of games. I reserve the right to be like, no, I'm going to play this one game for 3 hours, but I probably won't do that. And I have some other stuff to set up. And then tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern, we will be back into The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
Yes.
Is that it? Guess
That's
we don't
it.
really have any
That's-
other things going on. Yeah, more Halo Infinite. No. One of the things I need to figure out before stream time is I need to continue to adjust some settings so the resulting file that is kicked out is not 280 gigs.
Yeah.
That happened and I was like, you're big. This is too big.
Too big.
Yeah, for anyone who watches the first 20s typically on Stephen Plays, there is one, let's call it bonus first 20 that's on StephenVOD. So if you watch them and you're like, oh, this is great, there's one extra one in the VOD that did not make it to Stephen Plays. Because I played Halo Infinite, and I did not
You
great.
played it.
I played it.
Yep.
I think I did pretty good considering I haven't played Halo in like 10 years, and I've never played this one. Mm-hmm. I didn't do awful, but I could not keep up. Not last and improved every time. I don't know that I improved every time, but I did come in not last. I did at one point, I'm so glad we're getting use out of the job star. Yeah. I did at one point decide that I should not play Team Slayer because I was definitely bringing down the team in a way that made me feel guilty. I was like, I'd rather do solo so I don't feel like I'm making the team lose. Oh yeah, this emote's, for those who didn't know we had the job emote, a week?
A week. Yeah.
I think it was last Friday we debuted it.
Yeah.
So it's actually pretty new. It's a good emote. You were slaying the team. I actually was, though. There was a moment in the Team Slayer match where I'm just shooting my teammates, and it is because I didn't know. I just didn't know. I was just shooting the guys with red armor, and then at some point chat was like, those are your friends. And I was like, oh, I thought blue was my friend. They're like, yeah, the armor has nothing to do with who's on your team. And I was like, oh no. So like, there were times where I was getting the jump on a guy. I was like, da 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 da, and he was like not shooting back. It's like, take him down. I was like, that guy is in red armor. Da, 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 da.
Shoot a bed, Grandpa.
And then times the blue guy is shooting at me, and I'm like, blue guy. And then of course it never dawned on me once that I'm wearing green. The colors have nothing to do with it. They should though. That would be better. Maybe there's an accessibility option. If I play Halo Infinite again, I would turn that on. I would turn on an accessibility option that's like, the Team Slayer colors are just 2 colors. That's I need that. Because otherwise it's like, well, their name was in red. I'm like, their name? No, I want them to be red. So then I know, like, shoot that. Steven really still using the "it's my first day" excuse for Twitch. It just made me feel very old. I'm just like, get that guy.
Shoot a bed,
Get that guy. Get him. I understand that, you know, they want you to be able to customize your character. And that's the thing. Emily Brooks says they have to sell cosmetics. They do. It's like a whole thing of like, you know, your gun has like a tiny dog tag on it. And like you can buy a tiny dog tag that like wiggles when you walk around that no one could ever see unless they were this close to it. And part of that is you can make your character a special color, but like don't. Alex, Unreal Tournament 2000 is the only good multiplayer shooter ever made. And Tribes won. With the jetpack. It was a long time ago. 32 months from Great Perhaps. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna get a few things done and ready and set. I do have a vlog coming out in, what is that? 8 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, how would you count to 8? 8 minutes. So check that out. And I'm gonna be trying to juggle that while also doing the other things. It's fine. I am looking forward to doing
A stream. Are those your pie fingers?
my pie fingers. I am looking forward to doing the stream though. I'm excited to play some more games. Okay, that's it. Thanks for being here. We will see y'all tomorrow night for more Zelda. And God knows I'm super excited about more Zelda.
Me too.
Love me some Zelda.